completed my first half marathon race. So a few months back, I recorded a video letting you all know that I was training for a half marathon. It was pretty arduous. During that time, I've been releasing videos based on my experiences, and it's so refreshing to be done with this race, but I just kind of feel like I'm incomplete a little bit. I signed up for the Rock and Roll Marathon here in Phoenix, Arizona. So the Rock and Roll Marathon is a huge race. A lot of people come out, a lot of people fly in for the race because it's just like a fun environment to be in. It's not really one of those like real competitive races. This is more to be enjoyed by friends and family, but it's not a strictly walking race either. So some people did walk. I did see a few people out there, but people actually do run. You can qualify for the Boston Marathon in this race. So some people came to just have fun and some people came to run. And I was one of the people that actually went to run, but to have fun while I was running. This was my first race. It's a great introductory race for people that really just don't know how to start but want that extra support and want to be around people that are motivating and moving. So my husband ran the full marathon and I only ran the half. So we were in two different groups. The marathon started a different place. The half marathon started on the other side of town. So we split up early in the morning. We said our goodbyes and gave our kisses, and I told him I would meet him at the finish line. Got to the race. It was a swarm of porta potties, like porta potties everywhere, and it was a swarm of people where the porta potty was for. Everybody was trying to use the bathroom. I'm pretty sure they had pre-race jitters because those things were stinking. Oh, they were so disgusting. I ended up finding a friend of mine, and she was actually running the 10K. So our race started together, but it was split off. But honestly, I had to use the bathroom. Like, I was holding it in forever, but I really had to go. So at the last minute, I was like, you know what? Let me go to the bathroom so that during my race, I'll be able to run and not have to worry about trying to go pee somewhere. I ended up jumping in corral 13, I believe. I was scheduled to be in corral 18 based on the anticipated time that I put down. I said I wanted to finish the race in 2 hours and 30 minutes, but I believe on our papers I put down like 3 hours, so I was in corral 18. And I was like, I'm not starting in corral 18. That's way far in the back, and I don't got time to be waiting like that. I mean, I probably could, but I didn't want to. So I moved up to corral 13, jumped in line, and it was go from there. I did end up running with my Garmin watch. If you don't know much about what a Garmin is or what type of Garmin I have, you can check out the video that I released on it. It will be in the description box below. But I ran with my Garmin, and I also ran with my phone. And I said I wasn't going to run with my phone. I was very adamant about not running with my phone. But I did. I don't really know why I did, but I didn't have anywhere else to put my stuff. They gave you little bags, and they gave you like a tie that identified your number and stuff, and you could put it in a truck and have the truck hold your stuff. But I was like, why? I don't need the truck to hold my stuff. I'm gonna hold my own stuff. And I probably could have invested in one of those like fanny packs or something to race with, but instead I put everything in a clear plastic baggie, including my phone and my ID and my bank card and whatever other cash I needed. And I put all of that in a little baggie, and I used my bra as the support for that. So I just put everything down in my bra. It doesn't budge because, you know, my bra is tight. It doesn't budge. It doesn't move. It was fine. And because it was enclosed in the baggie, it didn't get wet or anything like that. So since I knew I was going to be running with my phone, I grabbed my headphones, and although it is the Rock and Roll Marathon and it's music, supposedly music everywhere, it wasn't that much music. It was a few bands along the way, but I felt more comfortable running with my music in my ears, although I probably could have run a race without music at all. But I felt like the music was very motivating. I started off at a really good pace. My friend and I got separated, so we didn't get to run together, but I just started off at a very steady pace. I knew not to go out there and kill myself. I didn't want to do too much too soon because I knew I had to preserve my energy for the end of the race. Like I needed to finish the race strong. I set my watch to pace me. So remember I was talking about the virtual partner. I set my virtual partner for 11:15 because I knew that the last time that I ran 13 miles, I ended up like the last few miles I was running at like a 13-mile pace. It probably had a lot to do with the pizza that I was eating. I'm pretty sure that had a lot to do with it. But I knew I didn't want to go that slow ever again because it hurts to go that slow. Like, it sounds like it doesn't hurt. It sounds like it's almost walking, but you're not really walking and you're not really running. You're like in the middle. So it hurts so bad to start and stop and do that. So I wanted to make sure that I stayed at a nice steady pace, and I felt like 11:15 was a good pace. Although it's behind my average pace, it still gives me a little bit of a time so that if I did want to go that slow, I would finish, you know, before the 2:30 mark. I saw people that didn't have legs running the race. I saw people that were barefoot running the race. I saw older people. I saw younger people. I saw people that of all shapes, sizes, colors, ethnicities, like everything. And it was very motivating because you see people out there that are doing the same thing you're doing. Some of them are struggling like you're struggling. Some of them are not feeling their best, or some of them are pushing towards their best. But everybody is out there on the same playing field, so you don't feel left out. And that's what I really liked about that race. I really got to go out there and just do my best and be my best self. I kept a steady pace. There were a few really hard hills that we went on. We also ran the streets. So, you know, they shut down pretty much the whole city in order for us to run. It was tons of people out there cheering us on, people with signs. The cheerleaders were out there cheering us on. I mean, it was a big party. That's what it was. It was a huge party celebrating people who were running. And it was just, that type of feeling was amazing to me. By the time I got to mile 10, I was like hurting. I didn't even know. I knew I was gonna finish. I said I was gonna keep a steady pace, but it just hurt, you know. 13.1 miles is not an easy feat for me. I can't speak on behalf of other people because I don't know, but 13.1 miles is not easy. And if anybody tells you that it's easy, they're lying like hell. Like, it's not easy. But it's all about mental. What did you come to do? How are you going to accomplish your goal? You've trained this far. You've trained this hard. Come on, you can do it. And that's all I kept telling myself. So by the time I got to mile 12, I didn't even feel like I was moving. Like, I just felt like it was, my feet were way down. I felt like I had cement on my feet. I really was trying to go. I was really trying to make it. But I wasn't going as slow as I thought I was, because I thought I was going really slow, but I was going faster than what I thought I was. And by the time I got to only half a mile left, I kicked it up a notch and I kept going. And I was passing people. By then, people were walking. People were sick of it. They were tired. I saw people throwing up. I saw people just, you know, just stopping. I saw people falling over. But I kept it moving. I kept going. I didn't stop for anything but water. And during my water breaks, I kind of walked through a few of them. Not stop, let's walk, but like a walk run, because there was no way I was going to be able to swallow that water if I was running full speed. So I slowed down just a little bit so I could swallow some water. For the first few ones, I just kind of just jetted through, and I was like, this is not a good idea because I'm gonna need some water. So I need to stop jetting through these things and just drink the water. It got hotter than what we expected, so it was good that I was able to stop and drink those waters. They also had goo, and they were giving out goo. If you've never seen it before, it reminds me of peanut butter consistency. It's filled with just sugars just to keep your body going. I knew that I did not want to do the goo, so I skipped by the goo. I actually had like 4 packs of goo in my bra because I didn't want to carry them in my hand. People were just passing them to me. I didn't want to throw them on the ground. So I was like, you know what, let me just keep them. I just stuffed them in my bra and kept it moving. What did it feel like to cross that finish line? It felt so exhilarating. I didn't know what to do. I was mixed with emotions. Like, do you cry now? Are you supposed to weep because you've made it this far? Are you supposed to be because you passed by everything? Or what do you do? I didn't cry, but I was very, very excited. I did raise my hands and I just thanked God, you know, that I made it, and I was done. You know, I crossed that finish line and I ran the whole time. I said I was going to run, and I ran the entire time. I didn't stop. I didn't walk. I ran 13.1 miles, and I finished in 2 hours and 24 minutes. 2 hours and 24 minutes and like 39 seconds or 36 seconds or something of that nature. But I finished, and I finished before my goal, and I finished strong, and I gave it my all. I gave it my all. I kept a pace of about 11 minutes and 3 seconds per mile. I'm just elated. And right when you walk across the finish line, they hand you this medal, and this is the most, I don't know, I smiled hard. I don't even know how to describe that feeling, but I smiled hard because I knew in my heart that I really trained for this. This is something that I wanted to do. This is something I put my mind to, and I did it. And I finished it. After that, you know, I had like 2 bottles of water immediately, like back to back, like give me some water. Then I also had a banana, and I had a couple other snacks that they were giving out, but I made sure I kept moving. I didn't really stretch like I was supposed to, but that was neither here nor there. By that time, I still had a lot of adrenaline pumping through my skin, pumping through my veins. So I was just like, you know, we'll get there. And then I waited for my husband to come across the finish line, and he finished his marathon in 4 hours and 30 minutes. We're just happy, you know, just happy to be finished. What I wore to the marathon, I had on that Nike outfit that you guys have seen in my videos. I felt like that would be the most appropriate because when I first started training, that's the outfit that I wore. That was the first outfit that I wore on my first training day, that I consider my first training day per se. And I said, you know what, I'm gonna wear this because I started in it and I'm gonna finish in it. So I wore that with like a little tank top underneath. I actually, at the very beginning of the race, I had a sweatshirt on, and I purchased it from the thrift store because it was cold. So I knew I was gonna need a sweatshirt. So by the time I got into mile 1, I started stripping, and I stripped that on off and I threw that out, and I wasn't gonna miss it. So I purchased it from the thrift store just so I could give back to the thrift store. Not my good clothes, you know. I don't want to give my good clothes away. I did experience a little toe trauma on my middle left foot. It was my middle left toe. I don't know where the toe trauma came from. It wasn't from my shoes. I think I actually hit like maybe a rock or something while I was running. I know I was kind of dodging people in and out, so it could have been any of that in the mix of that. But that was the only toe that received trauma, and actually was hurting a little bit when I was walking back to the car, and I was like, I think something's wrong with my toe, but I'll see. And then when I took my sock off, I saw it was nice and bloody. So I'm just happy that it hasn't fallen off. I don't think it's gonna fall off, but it's definitely black. So my shoes did fit. Like I said, it was not my shoes. I really think I ran into something and just hit that one toe. I cut my toenails down the night before just so, you know, you just want to take those precautions. My shoes were a nice fit, so it really was probably something that I hit. And it doesn't hurt anymore, but it is black. So yeah, the next time I run it, I probably will, I don't know what the differences or what I would do differently the next time. I don't quite know, because I felt like I did a good job this time. Of course, I want to continue to improve and continue to go and do it. Will it be a next time is the real question, but I'm kind of spilling the beans now. I'm actually going to run again next year. My husband and I have already signed up, and we're gonna do it together this time. I said I would do the marathon with him, but he was just like, well, why don't we just do the half together and just go out there and beast on them. So we're gonna do that. I did kind of want to do the marathon because everybody who completed the marathon not only got trophies like this, but they also got a cool jacket, a finisher jacket. And I'm just like, I kind of want that finisher jacket. But as you can see, everybody got a shirt like this. Everybody got a race shirt. And I actually got another shirt too. That wasn't the only one I got. Because I purchased shoes at the store that, you know, kind of hosts it. I got another shirt. I got a rock and roll shirt. So I was pumped for that. So I'll wear that another day so you guys can see that. I think I touched on everything that I wanted to touch on. I just want to leave you all with some encouraging words that I have to put some encouraging words out there. If you want to run a marathon or a half marathon or a 10K or 5K or any kind of K, go out there and just perform. Do your best. If you gotta walk, walk. If you want to run, run. But do your best and start today. Start your training today. Give yourself time to build up your endurance. Give yourself time to learn how to breathe, to learn how to run. Like, running is an art form. You have to figure out what's the best technique for you. So give yourself time to learn your body and to learn how you operate, and go out there and just do your very best and just beast it. Thank you guys for all of your encouraging words, for everybody that has left comments, for everybody that has wished me good luck. Thank you so much. Those were appreciated and needed. And I thank y'all, and I love y'all so much. Look forward to more videos regarding health and fitness. I'm not done yet. I have been taking a break. I haven't even run. Like, I don't even want to run to the mailbox. I was trying to get myself like to the end of January to pick it back up. So I probably will start running again sometime this month, just to get out there and go and to do something, because I don't want to lose it. I always want to be 10K ready. And so that's about 6.22 miles. I always want to be 10K ready. So I'm going to go out there and I'm going to keep running, and I'm just going to keep doing my best. If you want to see how I got started and some of the other videos that are related to my run, I'll leave those down in the description box below. And until next time, fam, thank you so much for everything, for your encouraging words, and go out there and beast on them hoes. Yeah, don't beast on them hoes, but beast on them hoes. Until next video, fam. Peace. What's up, family? If you have been following me on Instagram recently, or even on my Facebook page or my Tumblr page, you have seen this picture with the following caption: running has definitely changed